Hi, I'm Sarthak, and this is my extracurriculars and honors video. Also, when I watched my old videos, I realized that I sometimes tend to speak too slowly, so we're gonna try to work on that. I'm gonna order them from most important to least important. Activities I think I invested the most time into and were most important, and coming down to activities that I did casually and didn't put that much time into. Also, I've decided to break down each activity into three segments, basically three ratings, which are gonna be category, motivation, and level. Okay, the first activity is a competition called Google Code-In. It's a computer science competition for high schoolers ages 13 to 17, hosted by Google. And the category is obviously computer science and technology. And the motivation was I just wanted to learn computer science because I did this when I was really young. I started out in 8th grade, and so the motivation was primarily to get good at computer science and to have something to show that I'm good at computer science. And the level of achievement, I think, on a scale of 1 to 10 is around 8 on 10, because I was a global finalist for Google Code-In 2 times in a row, which means that I was in the top 5 competitors for my organization out of around 4,000 high school participants. So I think personally that's a good achievement, and it had the Google name to it, so obviously it sounded really cool in my head. So that's my first activity. Also, one tip regarding activities and competitions like these is that you need to be able to display why it was a big deal, right? Because doing an inter-school competition or an inter-house competition within your school is great and you should be doing those things. But as you get to a more competitive level, it obviously adds more value to you as a person and to your application. And at the same time, you should be able to display that on your application, like explicitly write down what the level was. For example, I mentioned that I was the youngest global finalist ever in my organization's history. And my second most important activity was that I was the deputy head boy of my school. That isn't an activity in itself, but it does open up a lot of doors for you to do a wide range of stuff. And the category was primarily leadership. And the motivation was that I wanted to be a part of the school community. I wanted to be known. And in wanting to do so, I ended up doing a lot of work for my school. Okay, so a few details. I created this platform called the JPIS Forum, and I created it with one of my friends. And it was, of course, again related to technology and computer science, which is what I want to study in the future, most probably. So it made sense in my application overall to do something like that. And when I got in the 11th grade and I was a council member myself, I realized that I should be able to create a platform which allows students, teachers, and everyone who's a part of the school organization to reach out to the authorities, reach out to the council, and tell them what are the struggles that they're facing. And another thing I did as the part of the student council was I created the school mascot with one of my artistic friends, and this was the first female mascot in India. So it was a pretty big deal for the feminist movement. Our director is a woman. The next activity in my list was winning the Harvard Sustainability Grant. It's a grant awarded by Harvard University, of course, to young students who are driven towards sustainability and environmentalism, and that is one of my primary goals to achieve ultimately. That's what I'm driven the most towards. And I won it for coming up with an app idea that helps individual sustainability. And I also won it for doing this huge toilet construction project with 5 of my friends. We built around 110 toilets in a village near my city, and we raised around $50,000 to do so. And we created the first open defecation free village in northern India. So it was a huge, massive social project, and it's always good to show that you care. And I mean, even if you're not showing that you care, it's always good to care. We found people within our own households who were members of that village and they didn't have toilets, and it was really saddening to hear that women had to walk miles into the forest to be able to defecate. It was leading to rape cases, to diseases, unsanitary conditions, and pollution of lakes and soil. It was a terrible scenario, so we decided to do something about it. Another activity I was part of is a summer camp called Yale Young Global Scholars. I really want to put this out there that I personally believe that the advantage of doing a summer school only lies in the selectiveness. The more selective your course is, the more value it will add. If you do a summer school which will accept anyone who's willing to pay the money, you're kind of wasting your money and you shouldn't be doing it. Another thing that I did was called the KWHS investment competition hosted by Wharton University. It's an investment competition, so we formed a team. I think that the category was competitiveness, finance, technology. This activity is academic. Again, I want to mention that your activities can be academic. It doesn't only have to be extracurricular. As long as it's outside the classroom, it's something that you did on your own time and you put in extra efforts towards doing it. It doesn't matter if you're an academic person, go ahead and do academic activities. Nobody's stopping you. So this is a research paper I wrote with Professor Thomas Morley of Georgia Tech. So it was on mathematics, and the motivation was that I really believe that showing that I can write research papers is really an indication to universities that you're capable of handling their workload and writing papers over there. And the level of effort was around 6 on 10. This activity was, I think, the most unique to my application, and not a lot of people do something like this, and not a lot of people would put something like this in their application, even if they did it. So, if you're looking for a sign, this is it, to put something completely different into your application that you never thought would matter. I think that putting stuff like this really tells admissions officers the kind of person you are, and not only about the person you are in the classroom, but the person you are in general. So this is Buddhism. I have been doing Buddhism for 10 years because my mom does it and she taught me. And it focuses on chanting and mindfulness. I was a very angry person and I became a very calm and collected person through it. So I really thought that even if it doesn't add value to my application, I really need this to be here because I wouldn't be who I am without this practice. Now we're coming to the sport I played, and I want to mention to everyone who's trying to be an all-rounder, it's not necessary. You don't have to play a sport, play an instrument, do MUNs, and be good at art, be good at singing, and be good at academics at the same time. You can just be good at a few things, and that is honestly enough. So I was a table tennis player. It's not even a varsity sport, but I really enjoyed playing table tennis. The next part is the clubs that I was part of. There were two main clubs that I was part of. One was called Spark, that I started myself. This was basically a hobby and passion club. We basically were cubing and paper plane enthusiasts as kids, my friends and I. I did realize that stuff that you purely do for your passion, but it isn't really academic, you don't always find a place to be able to display that. So I thought with two of my friends that we need to create a platform to be able to elevate passions like these. So we held competitions every year. The last bit of activity that I did was during lockdown. One was start a club called the 5 a.m. Club. If anyone knows Robin Sharma, he wrote a book called the 5 a.m. Club, and that was our primary motivation to start this club. It actually started with me and one friend of mine. We did yoga at 5 a.m. because we wanted to increase productivity and be healthy. But slowly it grew into this huge culture in our school, and we had over 50-60 members, and we had meetings every day where everyone got up at 5 a.m. We used to discuss our thoughts. We used to have social and emotional learning sessions, and everyone got to work right after the session. So everyone was increasing their productivity and learning together. The remaining activities on my application were in my additional information, and I do think that it's important that you put stuff in there and put valuable stuff in there, because the more you tell them, the more they'll know about you, right? So I was a cube solver. I went to one national competition and I did okay. I just did it for my passion. I partook in this robotics Olympiad, the World Robotics Olympiad, for 3 or 4 years, and I reached the national level around 3 times. I'm also a long distance runner, and I did this challenge called 100 Days of Running, where you have to run a minimum of 2 kilometers every day for 100 days in a row. I actually ended up doing 616 kilometers in the 100 days, so that's an average of 6.2 kilometers every day. Some final thoughts that I have are that don't try to seek a perfect, well rounded application. I mentioned that before. That if you think that you're too different or you're not doing the things that your friends are doing, then definitely stay the way you are. Because if you keep doing everything that everyone is doing, there's going to be nothing unique about you and your application. There is nothing that you absolutely have to do to be a good college candidate and a good high school student. What you have to do is what you love to do. All right, and that is honestly it. One big piece of advice that I have is find a theme to your application if that's possible. If you can find a theme at a young age, that's brilliant. It's gonna help you. It's not necessary, but it will definitely help you. So for example, if you listen to my application right now, my theme was computer science. And another thing that people should find is what I call sense of purpose. Because if you tell people or you tell a college that I want to study computer science, that really doesn't tell me much about what you want to achieve. Like, what will you do when you study computer science? Like, what do you want to do with that education? My sense of purpose was, for example, if someone asks me, Sarthak, what's your dream? So my answer is pretty simple. I want to end climate change. That's my dream. I want to save the planet. I know it's not a one person job, but I believe that every decision that I take should be in service of ending climate change. So, yes, a theme, a sense of purpose, and being unique. Those are the three biggest things that I can give to make your extracurriculars and activities section more dynamic and more impactful.
Something about you seems to glow. I can feel your